Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Jayo Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Yashodanandana Jayo Vrajajana Ranjana Jayo Yashodanandana Jayo Vrajajana Ranjana Jayo Yamuna Tiravanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Yamuna Tiravanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Yashodanandana Jayo Vrajajana Ranjana Jayo Vrajajana Ranjana Jayo Yashodanandana Jayo Vrajajana Ranjana Jayo Vrajajana Ranjana Jayo Yamuna Tiravanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Yamuna Tiravanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Ki Jai Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Stotarashata Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaja Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय विष्णुपाद श्रील गौर किशोर दास बाबूजी महाराज की जय। जय विष्णुपाद शिव सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय विष्णुपाद वैष्णव सर्वभावम शिव जगन्नाथ दास बाबूजी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूप सनातन भक्त रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भक्त दास रघुनाथ साधु स्वामी प्रभु की जय। नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। शिष्य राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंद श्यामा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री मायापुर धाम की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री मथुर धाम की जय। श्री जगन्नाथपुरी पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र की जय। गंगमय की जय। जमुनामय की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। आनंद कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। स्मवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि गो। All glories to assembly devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to all the devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to all the devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Jai Shri Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Jai Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai Shri Shrimad. Jai Sripad. Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami Maharaja ki Jai. Jai Sripad Madhvacharya ki Jai. जय श्री राम विजयोत्सव की जय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। वेदरामायणे चैव पुराणे भरते तथा अदावन्ते च मध्ये च हरि सर्वत्र गीयते। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणे परमानन्दमाधवम्। परमानन्द हे माधवा Padunga Luci Makaranda Paramananda He Madhava Padunga Luci Makaranda Se Makaranda Panakori Anande Bolo Hari Hari Se Makaranda Panakori Anande Bolo Hari Hari Harinkana me bandavela Parikari be chakadola Harinkana me bandavela Parikari be chakadola Se chakadolanka payare Manamorahu nirantare Se chakadolanka payare Manamorahu nirantare Manamo nirantare rahu Ha Krishna boli jiva jau Manamo nirantare rahu Ha Krishna boli jiva jau Ha Krishna boli jau मोते उदर राधा दावा हा कृष्णा बोली जाऊ जीवा मोते उदर राधा दावा 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 धर्म प्रोजित कैतवोत्र परमो निर्मत्सरानं सतं वेद्यं वास्तुमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वर सद्यो क्रीड्यवरुध्यते त्रिकृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्सनत् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृताद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुका अनर्थोपशमं साक्षात् भक्तियोगमधोक्षजे लोकस्य जनतो विद्वांश्चक्रे सात्वतसंहितं यस्यं वैश्रयमाणाय कृष्णे परमपुरुषे भक्तिरुत्पाद्यते पुंसः शोकमोहभयापः श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणममलं यद्वैष्णवानां प्रियं यस्मिन् परमहंसमेकममलं ज्ञानं परं गीयते तत्र ज्ञानविरागभक्तिसहितं नैष्कर्म्यमाविष्कृतं सच्छृण्वंशपतन् विचरणपरो भक्त्या विमुच्येन्नरः अर्थोऽयं ब्रह्मसूत्राणां भारतार्थविनिर्णयः गायत्री भाष्यरूपसौ वेदार्थो परिबृंहितः सर्ववेदेतिहासानं सारं सारं समुद्रितं सर्ववेदान्तसारं हि श्रीमद्भागवतमिष्यते तद्रसमृततृप्तस्य नन्यत्र स्यद्रति क्वचित् कृष्ण भक्तिरसस्वरूप श्री भगवता कृष्ण भक्तिरसस्वरूप श्री भगवता तते वेद शस्त्रहिते परम महत् तते वेद शस्त्रहिते परम महत् चारि वेद उपनिषदे जात किछु हय चारि वेद उपनिषदे जात किछु हय तारो अर्थ लय व्यास करिला संचय तारो अर्थ लय व्यास करिला संचय जय सूत्र जय रूप विषय वचन जय सूत्र जय रूप विषय वचन भगवते स्वरूप श्लोके निबंधन भगवते स्वरूप श्लोके निबंधन जीवेर निस्तार लगी सूत्र कैला व्यास जीवेर निस्तार लगी सूत्र कैला व्यास मायावादी बस सुनिले हय सर्वनाश मायावादी बस सुनिले हय सर्वनाश जहाँ भगवत पद वैष्णवेर स्थाने, जहाँ भगवत पद वैष्णवेर स्थाने, एकांत आश्रय कर चैतन्य चरणे, एकांत आश्रय कर चैतन्य चरणे, भगवत जे नामने से जवन समा, भगवत जे नामने से जवन समा, तारो शस्ता जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु जमा, तारो शस्ता जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु जमा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नित्य नामिने, नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे, निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे, आनंदलीला मय विग्रहाय हेमावदिभ्यो च विसुन्दराय, तस्मै महाप्रेम रसप्रदाय चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते, चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते, चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते, श्री चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. So, I already chanted all prayers.
Yes.
And today is Disappearance Day of Sripad Maharaj, Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami. You know about him?
Yes, I know a little bit that how he first started as PhD, then when he got connected with Srila Prabhupada. Then Bhakti Institute, because in Calcutta he passed away also in Calcutta.
We can little bit speak about him, because actually very elevated Vaishnava.
The appearance of Madhvacharya also is there.
Madhvacharya appearance also, yes.
Oh, very nice.
Madhvacharya is very big topic. But
later.
Both two Sripadas took birth today. One Sripad Madhvacharya, another Sripad Maharaj. Because actually at the beginning when a new guru appeared in ISKCON, everyone was having some title like Acharya Pad, Vishnu Pad, Sripad, like that. Sripad Maharaj, he was actually included after some falling down of some of the 11th gurus, and he was included maybe 1983 to become Diksha Guru with Gopal Krishna Goswami and Sripad Maharaj. Then was Bhakti Tirtha Swami and Gauragovinda Swami, that I remember. Gauragovinda Swami is 1985, later a little bit. So this Tirobhava, there is Vaishnava tradition. If we celebrate Tirobhava, we should celebrate 3 days, that means before, means yesterday, and today and tomorrow.
Okay.
But of course, to glorify Vaishnavas is always good, always nice, and it gives so much benefit. And that is one of the way how to get mercy of Vaishnavas. And many disciples, followers know him as Sripad Maharaj, not like Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami only. Even I think there is some resolution in GBC. You cannot give to anyone title Sripad, but still disciples speak Sripad because they have so much love to him. And he was also GBC. He was initiating guru and sannyasi. I just tried to little bit remind his life. He was born in Manipur in Vaishnava family. Actually, very interesting situation is in Manipur they have many songs about Radha Krishna Lila. So it is the same tradition was in Orissa when Gauragovinda Swami took birth. So these Vaishnavas, they knew already about the glory of the Madhurya Lila of Krishna. From their childhood, they and very elevated souls. Among Prabhupada disciples, I think, these two devotees, this very special, Sripad Maharaj and Gauragovinda Swami. And also 2 places, Orissa and Manipur, most extraordinary among others place in India for preaching. Everyone will tell you very difficult to preach there. By different reasons, because in both places, this is Vaishnava tradition is very, very old. So if you preach there, you should know very nice tradition, Vaishnava tradition. So Sripad Maharaj, he was from this Vaishnava tradition. Actually, he was from Kshatriya family. And he was having this quality of fearlessness all his life. And there is, you were in Radhakund in Gopal temple?
Radhakund is Samadhi is there.
Yeah, there is Gopal temple.
Yeah.
And that temple was built by Manipur ruler. And the king of Manipur, he donated this Gopal temple to Sripad Maharaj. It became ISKCON temple. And not only that, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was having disciples, followers like Narottam Das Thakur, and his disciples were preaching in Manipur. Therefore, they having their own style of kirtan and also songs, everything they're having tradition because of Narottam Das Thakur. They also, I heard, they were having special style of playing of mridanga and singing, like in Orissa the same. I don't know now, still it is existing or not, that I don't know, but
Bhakti Sir told that in every village, Pratna, songs of Narottam Das Thakur, Pratna is sung in
yeah,
Manipur.
Pratana, yeah. And also, like in Gadagiri village, there were Kirtaniya groups, Kirtaniya families, like 300 years more. They are singing Lila Kirtan. Many songs that were songs of Jayadev Goswami translated to Oriya, as I understood. And before they start, they singing, glorifying Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya, then getting mercy. Then they singing about very confidential pastimes of Radha and Krishna. The same tradition Manipur also was there. And one father of Sripad Maharaj was one of these Kirtaniyas, who was leading Kirtan like that, Lila Kirtan. He born in the village, I don't know the name, Tol Bul or like that, in Manipur. That time when he was born, India was a part of British colony, British Empire, sorry. And he was born actually in Odana Shashti, 9 December 1937. The same day when Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, they getting winter clothes, winter dress. His name was Tudam Damodar Singh. Some people think that Singh means Sikh family. No, this is Kshatriya family, not means Sikh religion. They were Vaishnavas, and he was very strong, by a strong spirit, like real Kshatriya, always positive. Therefore, he always was saying, in Bhakti path, you should be always positive, never pessimistic. His father named Sri Yogendra Singh. He was a great Kirtaniya, and mother, from the beginning of life, speaking about Krishna to him. So now you can understand in which type of family, which circumstances highly elevated Vaishnavas take birth. 3 children in family. Damodara was second. But circumstances were very, very bad. We can understand, because 1937, then World War, like that. And finally this, when he was 7 years old, this war also approached Manipur, because Japanese army, they attacked Manipur. And his family should move to another place. And they were staying in some very poor places. and actually father was sick by like typhus. I don't know English. This is, sorry, my English bad. Typhus maybe. Typhoid. Yes. He got disease and he left body. Very, very difficult life. You can see devotees have so many troubles in life, like Pandavas. Really, he's very elevated devotee, but so many troubles. And his uncle, his father's brother, he was taking care about him, but he was also having many children, and his daughter was very sick. Finally, uncle could not maintain him, and finally it happened that Damodara, with his elder sister, being maybe 10 years old, started maintaining his house. He just was farming. He was growing rice and then selling, like that. Sister was a little bit elder and taking care about him. And he said to her, I'm so grateful to you. When I will become grown up, I will earn money and I will buy you many beautiful things. Many decorations like that. And she said, you will buy it for your wife. He said, no, I will never marry. This type of relationship. And actually he was Naishtika Brahmachari, never married. And sister married after some time, and he became only alone. And in 10 or 12 years old, when he was farming in the field, working in the field, and but he was never morose, no frustration anywhere. So you can imagine this Kshatriya blood. This is, we can say also, this is the nature of elevated devotee, but also that is Kshatriya nature. In Mahabharata we can see this only Shudras, they getting frustration. But who is Kshatriya, they never morose. Whatever will happen. So he was real like that. Actually in Kali Yuga, very rare to find such a person. And he was always finding many ways how to achieve his things. But he could not study in the school. Actually, and his teacher from the school, he was helping to him. He asked, how many relatives you are having? And he said, I have one uncle, Sri Kirani Singh. And he asked him, can you take Damodar back? Then he could maintain his education and go on. And actually teachers were very fond of him. And because he was very skillful and also very humble, another quality of him. Actually he was very much skillful, erudite, but he was very humble. And from the beginning of his life, he was coming to Radha Krishna temple, worshipping Jagannath and Gauranitai. His parents were Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And he always using opportunity to do Sankirtana, come in the temple, always depend on Krishna. When he was 15 years old, he also got typhus. Now it is not so dangerous disease. Now we can get some medicine, but that time, immediately many were dying, and especially in the village. And village doctors, they said, we cannot save him. And they asked some Ayurvedic doctor from the village. And this boy, he was fasting, and a doctor just gave him like barley drinking, like that, boiled barley, yeah. And his uncle was chanting prayer, Dashavatara Stotra, and after 10 days he was cured. So, and also he was very fond of listening Krishna Lila. The same like in Gadagiri, in the spring they singing Rasa Lila, spring Rasa Lila, they singing Vasanta Rasa, they singing songs in Oriya, like this, like opera, very beautiful. And also the same opera in autumn, Sharad Purnima, Rasa Lila also. And when he was in the 5th grade, all night he was listening Rasa Lila singing, and finally he forgot that next day he was having examination in math, and he was just sleeping. So that means in his childhood, worshipping Radha and Krishna and Gaur-Nita and Jagannath was more important for him. Finally, he was having high marks. After he completed his education in Manipur school, and he was attracted by chemistry, and actually he became a bachelor in chemistry technology. Then he joined Kolkata University, and because he was very much inclined to science. And even India, Ministry of Education in India paid for him, so he will study in USA. Many now want to go to USA, they trying to find money, do everything, just go. But Indian government put him there because they saw very much interesting personality. In California University he was studying, and also he was doing some diploma work on chemistry, and also PhD. He was preparing to pass his PhD examination. Then he got a message from India. Then his mother died. It was 24 March. And it was said, Shraddha will be on 6 April. 1969. He was maybe 30 years old, like this, not married still. He was studying so long time. And he knew that because he is a pious Hindu, he should perform Shraddha. And he was preparing himself to go back to India. But he didn't have money, because government paid for him. But government paid only one way, not back way. Very interesting. So somehow he could borrowed from an institute, university, and he already purchased tickets. Then his uncle sent him letter. There are some different type of version what the uncle said. In one version is there that he said, Jatasya hi dravo mrityur. That means wise people never morrows after who is dying or who is living. Another version is that he said Vaishnava is never feel sorrow if someone dies. He is having sorrow because he has to die, he has to take birth again. And he said, soul is immortal, so you should not go back to India. You can worship Krishna in America, And Shraddha ritual I will do by your own. Like that. And he said, be fixed on your study, don't waste your money, because if we jatasya dhruvam mrityur dhruvam janma mritasya cha, who took birth in this world, he will die. He is destined to die. He listened to his uncle and he just returned ticket. But after this letter, he became thoughtful. Very interesting. Because from the beginning of life, he was thinking about Krishna. That is a quality of Uttamadhikari, actually. Prabhupada said about this. Uttamadhikari. That means he is like Nitya Siddha came from the spiritual world, from Golok Vrindavan, for the special mission. Not like ordinary sadhaka. Because from the beginning of life, thinking about Krishna. And he was thinking, so we know that there are many devotees who took birth in devotee family, worship Radha Krishna, but when starting education, they immediately finish everything. And they're getting bad association and like that. But still Krishna reminding. And such devotee again thinking about Krishna more and more. So after that, later Damodara started more deeply think about philosophy and about that everything temporary in this world. And because in the 7 years old he lost his father, then he lost mother, now he lives in America, he lost his motherland, everything changing very quickly. And somehow, when it is happening, when person start thinking about temporary existence in this material world, Krishna is helping to devotee. So one his friend came to Damodara and said, Damodar said, I will show you bank of the ocean. And they came to the bank of the ocean and they met a singing group of Sankirtana, Nagar Sankirtana group from ISKCON. And they were very curious. They were following these devotees, and someone from this group approached them and invited them to the temple. He told that every day they singing Krishna name and they taking prasad. Said, come to the temple. Next day, his friend came there alone. But Damodar was very much busy with his PhD. And his friend came back and said, oh, it is very well, very place, very nice. And he started inviting him. But Damodar said, no, I have no time. One day this friend said that in Los Angeles, Srila Prabhupada came. Damodar again said, no, I am very much busy by my study. But he said to his friend, but you should definitely go there, and then you will tell me. And then friend came to Los Angeles, and first at the beginning he was not allowed to meet Prabhupada, and he was very much morose because he was also devotee from Vaishnava family. And he decided, I will sit in the car and pray to Krishna. And then after some time, one devotee came out of the temple and said, Prabhupada calls you, Prabhupada calls you. So this Srila Prabhupada met his friend, Damodar friend, and said, oh, Krishna send you. I was praying to Krishna so that he will send me Indian boy to help me in the mission. Prabhupada said like this. And his friend every day was calling Damodar, but every day he was refusing. He said, I cannot because my PhD. Finally, his friend said, if you not go to Prabhupada, in this life I will never associate with you. so much determination. So Damodar was very much surprised. He didn't want to go because he already heard how different Swami is acting in the USA. And like same way like Srila Prabhupada, he didn't like to accept any Swami. He was following Gandhi. The same way, and because some smoking ganja, some speaking many talking things, some doing mystical trick. And Damodar friends, actually he won, and he was spent one night with Damodar. Then early morning they got up and went to Los Angeles temple. And that was in day of initiation of his friend. He didn't know. And he said, "Oh, you will shave your head? And you will put saffron dhoti?" His friend said, "Yes, happily." And he said, "Oh, you're a very brave one. Maybe you got blessing from Prabhupada." And then they came there the same time when Prabhupada just returned from his morning walking. And Srila Prabhupada started prayers, and Damodar was very much impressed how Prabhupada singing. Then Prabhupada gave initiation to his friend. Before he was Dr. Rao, now he became Ramananda Roy. Ramananda Roy became always visiting Prabhupada, and Prabhupada allowed him to visit him anytime, because Prabhupada very much liked Indian devotees, especially who very much from Vaishnava family. And he said, "This is my friend Damodar." One day he brought his friend. He's from Manipur, he's working in PhD in chemistry. Prabhupada said, so Manipur citizens, they came from Babruvahan. Babruvahan, this son of Arjuna. You know?
Yeah.
And they Vaishnavas from the Pandavas times. Then Prabhupada asked Damodar, "So you took birth in Vaishnava family. Why you crossed the ocean?" Because for Hindu, that is, you cross the ocean means you lost your caste. That's very important. And then he said, "You young students, you coming to USA like beggars to get some scientific knowledge, but I came here to give knowledge to American people. So why you don't want to do like me, the same way?" And Prabhupada didn't challenge Damodar. Like Bhaktisvarupa Saraswati could challenge Prabhupada the same way. And really, at that moment, he actually accepted Prabhupada in his heart as his guru. Like Prabhupada did with Bhaktisvarupa Saraswati. Very important sign. And very soon, in the middle of 1971, he also got Diksha. He became Swarup Damodar Das. 30 June 1971. Then after 10 years, he got sannyas. He became Bhaktisvarupa Damodar Swami. And Los Angeles was actually Prabhupada's office in the Western world. New Dwarka. And Prabhupada said to him, "Don't leave science." He said, you should get PhD, then use your position in Krishna Seva. And then in Los Angeles, you heard this many times, this Prabhupada talking with Swarup Damodar, his disciple, every morning walk. And on the morning walk, they discussing many things, because it was recorded like that. We have this book, Life Comes from Life, yes. So Maharaja asked Prabhupada many philosophical, very scientific questions. And finally, in 1974, in Vrindavan, Srila Prabhupada, he found Bhaktivedanta Institute to preach to science. Actually, it was like separate organization, not separate from ISKCON.
No.
Yes, and from the beginning, these scientists there was preaching for scientists. Prabhupada was thinking about this. Srila Prabhupada's idea was to destroy Mayavada. That main idea, Nirvishesha Shunyavada Paschatya Deshatari. So therefore he did it. Srila Prabhupada said, I don't know terms, this special language of scientists, scientific people, but I just fighting with them. I just crushing them. But you can preach in more subtle way, more nice way, so that they can accept. And Srila Prabhupada make Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami and director of this Bhaktivedanta Institute. Actually, it was also preaching organization to preach. Srila Prabhupada was thinking that it's one of the most important direction. And also, Prabhupada found, 2 years before, he found BBT, Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, and that was idea. Some parts of the money from book distribution will be spent for constructing temples. Now it is no more anymore. They're not following this, and some of that for printing books, and also maybe 1% going to the Bhaktivedanta Institute. And he was like international director of this institute. He was making many meetings with scientists, like we can say seminars, symposium, meeting many scientists, Nobel, who got Nobel Prize, many philosophers, many religious leaders, and that was first center of this institute was in Tirupati, and Chiranjeevi Prabhu from Tirupati. So this Tirupati at that time was center of Bhaktivedanta Institute. That time was only center of Bhaktivedanta Institute, not like today, just the famous temple like that. And Srila Prabhupada said, you are scientist, so you should prove scientifically that Lord is a person. And he make the book, Sripad Maharaj make book, Lord is a person. He did so many things, like, he invented one new element, like you say proton, neutron, like that. He made Atmon. Atmon means soul. He was preaching to scientists that is the last element. If Atmon is not there, everything will be stopped. He was preaching many things, feeding them with prasadam. And the idea was to just make scientific research. And also, in 1986 in Mumbai, it was International Congress. They were speaking about mixing science and religion, and many, like Dalai Lama, many came there. And also Srila Prabhupada asked Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami also preach through the culture, not only through the science. You know this. Manipur connected with Krishna. Therefore he built temple in Manipur. You know, you were there in Manipur? Very beautiful temple. And he called this University of Bhagavata Culture, this temple. And also he created one culture group, Manipur culture group, Ranganiketan. Ranganiketan, you can translate like house of colors. And they were distributing everywhere Vaishnava culture, Manipur Vaishnava culture. Also he opened a school and a hospital in Manipur. But different ways he tried to attract people to Krishna consciousness. He was also speaking with leaders of other religions. Big activities. And at the beginning of 1977, he became one of the GBC member. Then 30 years he was GBC and director of Bhaktivedanta Institute. And also 1997 was big meeting of science and religion in Kolkata. We have in Russia maybe only one disciple of Bhaktisvarupa, Damodara Swami. That is another story, because actually he was banned. Many were envious to him and not allowing him to preach in many places in the world. Many were envious also because he was distributing Manipur culture, and in Manipur culture there is Rasa Lila. Many people didn't understand Rasa Lila. He was very special personality actually. Still many don't understand. One day, one Prabhupada disciple asked Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami, can you tell me what is the most interesting thing you got from association with Prabhupada? Because many Prabhupada disciples didn't have so much opportunity to associate with him. But Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami was so long time associating. And Sripad Maharaj said, everyone who was in the presence of Srila Prabhupada was feeling how Prabhupada is caring about him. So much care. Caring nature. And he said, that was my feeling. And he was the same way acting with his own disciples. He was Vaishnava from the childhood, from the birth actually. Not only scientist. And my Shiksha Guru, Sripad Chandra Prabhu, told that when he first time saw him, he was criticizing him in mind. Because Maharaj was sannyasi, but was not taking dress of sannyasi, was taking like ordinary clothes and going to preach to scientists, always traveling. He was thinking, he's really sannyasi? He said, but when I saw him in Bali, when he was doing kirtan 6-7 hours without stop. From that I understood, he said, how much elevated soul it is. And he said, then I apologized. Maybe he spoke this story out of humility, I think. He didn't criticize him, but still, when Gaura Swami Maharaj left this world, 1996, Sripad Chandra Prabhu immediately went to Bali, not to present himself as Guru, as next generation, like many like to do. When Guru leaving planet, they coming him saying, now I'm the next, follow me. He never did like that. He came to inspire everyone except Sripad Maharaj. And Sripad Maharaj came to Bali and started preaching there. We have this Samadhi here, Pushpa Samadhi in Bali, Radharaseshwar. Today, big festival there in Radharaseshwar temple. Still they glorifying him now. All day. Many disciples here. And he was always very easily waking up at the morning. One of the qualities. Like there are some qualities I can say in you. The Prabhupada explained. Actually, it is from Upanishads maybe, and in the Acharya purport it is quoted. Prabhupada in 5th canto, 4th chapter, 5 sloka, he said about qualities of elevated soul, Jivan Mukta. And I just tell a little bit. First symptom is apahata papa. That means, this symptom means one so liberated that he is freed from all sinful activity. Means he never think even in his mind about sinful activities. Then next, Vijara. He is not subjected to the miseries of old age. So when everyone was seeing Swarup Damodar Maharaj, he was always looked like young man. Even he was old. But so much power. Body can be old, but inside so much energy. And also Vimrityu. Vimrityu means he prepares himself in such a way that he does not take on any more material bodies. That means he will never die. Another symptom is Vishoka. He is callous to material distress and happiness. He has no material distress and happiness. He is away from, aloof, always balanced. Apipata means he has no desire other than to engage in the devotional service of Krishna. Therefore, he has so many desires how to serve, different ways. You see, Rahul Prabhu, you now so much suffering. When you give your independence to Guru and Krishna, you will have so much desires, a different way. You can use all your intelligence, all your senses, how to serve Krishna. You will never be morose. Yes. Then a further symptom is Satyakama, that all his desires are directed to the Supreme Truth, Krishna. He does not want anything, actually. And Satya Sankalpa, whatever he desires is fulfilled by the grace of Krishna. That is great devotee, actually. That was Swarup Damodara Maharaj. Who knows him, they can confirm. And also Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Maharaj wrote commentary to first 4 verses of Vedanta Sutra in Sanskrit. So intellectual. And by his singing he was attracting hundreds and thousands of people. Actually his singing style of kirtan is the special. I think the most important how he was singing. Because he never was singing to attract people. He was singing just to attract Krishna. He did not actually aspiring to have many disciples, but still he was having 1,000 disciples. Especially after Guru Govind Swami Maharaj left, he was maintaining his disciples. And when he came to Bali, he said, Your Guru Maharaj gave to you Bhagavatam. He was speaking Bhagavatam 10 hours every day. I will give you kirtan. Bhagavatam you already know. I will give you kirtan. And he was singing 10 hours in a day. That was his style. And Balinese devotees very like to sing, to dance like that. He was always happy to take baths in the river, in the sea, everywhere. And Balinese were laughing at him. When he was just starting dancing like this, moving like this, everyone was crazy, becoming crazy. Therefore, he was very much fond of Balinese devotees. They were very simple. Balinese, very simple devotees. Also had very old Hindu culture. And actually, Sripad Chaitanya Prabhu he wanted to accept sannyas from Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami. But when he left, he said, from whom I will accept sannyas? There is no person from whom I can accept sannyas. And he didn't accept. He accepts Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami became Guru in 1982 after becoming sannyasi, maybe after 2 years. So, actually, they were 2, Guru Govind Swami Maharaj and Swarup Damodara Maharaj, they were added to this 11. First Zono Acharyas. And before Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Maharaj left, one thing happened. That was in Manipur, Manipur maybe temple, maybe not temple. He was arranging this Rasa Lila. And also many dancers were there, even non-devotees, like non-ISKCON devotees, they were also participating in this. So terrorists, they put bomb there in the Manipur temple maybe. And 6 persons died, 2 children also, and 40 people were injured. And Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami was in the hospital because he broke bone of left hand, also have problem with one ear. 18 August 2006. And actually all this last year, he, like devotee telling, all this last year 2006, Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami was in different mood. when he was doing kirtan, he was singing very high voice, like gopi. We have some recording, like he's singing, like that. I was singing. This is woman singing or man? He was in the more deeply going in the mood of gopi, actually. And he already was preparing to leave this world. And I read one recollection of one person who was also in the same room with him in the hospital. He also was in this place. That time, his daughter or wife was participating in this Rasa Lila. And he said this Maharaj was very much positive and always preaching to me, read Bhagavad Gita and never be morose. And he said also, I want to make Manipur like Singapore. Very, very big place. In your life you should come to Singapore and see. He said to him. So he was like caring about everyone. He was thinking not only just... That was his nature. Very caring nature. And all doctors were very much surprised how very easily he became cured. And one day he asked, when we came out of hospital, and after operation, he was feeling good, he asked the disciples, give me the recordings of Manipur Kirtan, old Manipur Kirtan, this Manipur style. They were nice songs, we can find on the internet also. He is singing Radharani songs, and there is he was singing every day from morning till night always. Actually that was very wonderful. Before he never singing these kirtans in his life, but one day he got this recording, he started listening, and he felt like it is sign of Krishna's sign. He started singing kirtans, he started listening kirtans about Rasa Lila and speaking to devotees sometimes. So they taking prasad and he's saying, today I was listening kirtan that described like Radharani, when she is walking, she is compared with she-elephant. Very funny, and he was laughing. Like she-elephant, she is walking. You can imagine. And also he wrote one song about Srimati Radharani. We can find on internet. It's in Manipur language. Very beautiful song. And that time he was preparing one science also conference in Jagannath Puri with students on the topic science and spiritual search. And he was sending invitation to everyone as usual. And on the 1st October 2006, he also invited the President of India to this conference. And the evening he took some soup. He was taking very little prasadam actually, all life. Because in material life, he was always very humble. When he was traveling, being BBT, director of BBT, he was traveling without any assistant, with small suitcase. And after hospital, he was having some assistants that time. That he was preparing to sleep. Then he went to sleep. After 1 hour, woke up. He entered neighbor room where devotees were sleeping. And he woke up one devotee and asked, can you come to my room? And when devotee is saying that when he entered this room, he saw his face was like glowing. He was very much joyful. And he said, how much, what the time now? He said that now very like midnight like that. He said, I feel some heat in the finger of left hand, and also pain in the left shoulder. And devotee started messaging him, and his face was very much glowing, very joyful. Then he raised his head and left body. That was in Kolkata in Bhaktivedanta office. Sripad Maharaj was thinking that it's a very important place because in Kolkata Bhaktivinoda Thakur left his body, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati, and Prabhupada took birth. And then he left this world in Ramachandra Vijaya when Sripad Madhvacharya appeared. Then Sripad Madhvacharya also came to distribute tattva knowledge. He was also preaching to scientists, we can say like this. Because that time preaching was directed to scientists mostly. Because people were in South India, they were believing to scientists of Vaishnavism or scientists of Shankara Sampradaya, mostly like that. And they were believing to them. Madhvacharya defeated many scientists like that. So devotees were thinking he will come back, but he didn't come. Then they brought him to Krishna Balaram in Vrindavan. Next day, they put him in Samadhi near Radhakund, donated by Manipur ruler to ISKCON. So now many devotees in Gopal Mandir also, they're having big celebration. And you were there in Radhakund, Gopal temple, Rahul Prabhu?
One side, bro.
You saw sunrise there?
No.
Because this magic of this place, when sun is rising, Gopal is looking at sun. And completely like Gopal and sun. And then his disciples they thinking that there's special mercy for them because they also coming to Radhakunda and meditate on their guru. Not like they coming to Radhakunda and to associate with some Babajis. No, never. To meet with their guru. And also, they're also very wonderful that he was preaching to non-devotees actually. To scientists, they were like Maya Pakrita Jnana, the Maya stolen knowledge from them. He was preaching to them. And the same way, he was always thinking about Mahaprabhu and Rasa Lila. And also, last month, he entered into Lila Shravana Lila. He was only listening and enjoying. And he also left in the very auspicious day. So, like that, this was the story about Bhaktisvarupa Damodara. That is what I want to say. Jai Sripad Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami Tirobhava Mahotsava ki Jai. Jai Sripad Madhvacharya ki Jai. Jai Ramachandra Vijayotsava ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. You want to say something? Share some your realization. You also? Hare Krishna, Chiranjeev Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Yes, Dandavat. So I was just saying that Maithis of the Manipur, they're all part of Vaishnava culture.
Who?
Maithis.
Who?
Maithis from the Manipur.
Your?
Maithei.
Oh, really?
Yes, Maithei is the original people of Manipur are actually Vaishnavite culture.
Yeah, Maithei. Yes, I know. No, Maithei. Yeah, I didn't understand. Yeah, before you joined, spoke about this. Narottam Das Thakur was preaching there, his disciples, and also Babru Vahan, son of Arjuna, was.
We still have one center in Bangalore, IISc Bangalore,
Yeah.
that is under the. They do a lot of email campaigning, WhatsApp, and they are very vibrant community in Bangalore.
Yeah, Sripad Maharaj, Manipur devotees little bit separated always. Because they very special.
Yes.
Like the
But
same.
still they are still holding Prabhupada books.
No, they are nice devotees. I'm not saying that they deviated. They say separate. Like Oriya people also. Oriya people also a little bit separated. But Manipur devotee the same. That therefore Gorgovind Swami and Sripad Maharaj were very, very close friends. Gorgovind Swami said only about him, this is my friend. He didn't say this about Subhag Maharaj or about others. They also were very close to him, but Radha Govinda Swami also. But he said about him, this is my friend. Like that. We can pray today to these Vaishnavas. Actually, it is good tradition to pray for mercy. We need mercy of these Vaishnavas. Elevated souls. Really, Uttamadhikari. Nitya Siddha Vaishnava. I think like that. That's my understanding. Therefore, even Sripad Chaitanya Prabhu told that his followers should fast on his disappearance day of Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami. He was thinking like that this great devotee, great Vaishnava. His Vyasa Puja will be on Orana Shashti. Like that. So, thank you very much. Today was class like that. Not Bhagavatam class, but mostly about Vaishnav Katha. Okay? Let us meet each other next week.
Yes.
You have some questions? Or everything clear?
I'll go through the video and then.
Okay. Thank you. Dandavad pranam vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasinubhyavcha patitanam pavanebhyo vishnubhyam. Ananta Kuti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. My dear devotees, thank you a lot. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.